Tjena. Wow. It has been, I think, 2 years since I got to do this, since I got to perform. And it's one of my favorite things. My name is Brandon, but I go by Petravita. I make music, I make poetry, and the fact that we're celebrating the anniversary of this event as well, I think it's appropriate to come back to something that I have performed here before and that celebrates all of the people who are brave enough to get on stage and perform their art and share things tonight. And I want to do that right now. It's called The Tree, and I hope you enjoy it. In some secluded corner of the earth, there sits a tree. It's the biggest tree that's ever grown, with billions of branches spread outward like cracked desert viewed from an airplane. It's a peculiar tree, though not because of its size. It's the branches of this tree. They're not made out of wood or bark or leaves. No, they're other things. Near the bottom of the tree, the branches, they hang heavy with desks, with office chairs, with name tags, staplers, university diplomas, and most of us, we settle in about here content. But if one were to climb just a little bit higher, they might find some more interesting curiosities. Toys perhaps higher and higher, paintbrushes and turntables. And the branches, they start to get thinner now. Microphones and well-traveled guitars, cameras and blank Hollywood stars. And most of us are not brave or maybe stupid enough to ever climb this high, because the branches at the top of the tree, they could snap at any second. And when they do, they'll send you plummeting. It's a fall that sends you plummeting through microphones and well-traveled guitars. Plummeting through desks and office chairs, university diplomas, crashing down to the ground below to lie amongst an infinite pile of discarded seeds, each a golden acorn shell that used to house a dream. We all climb the tree, and we all fall from the tree, inevitably at least a time or three. The only difference between he or she, the only difference between them and me, the dead inside and the truly alive, those that do from those that just strive. The only thing that can separate the celebrities from the worker bees, the kings and queens from on your knees, the happy from the just a peas, the gotta bees from just a these, the everything's from just a tease. The only thing that can make any one of us different from anyone else on this planet is how many falls from the top of the tree it takes before we stop getting the fuck back up and climbing again. Thank you. I was thinking recently, I think a lot of us, we've had about 2 fucking years to do some thinking. And I was thinking about how we all sometimes might look in the mirror and see some things staring back at us that we would change or we perceive as imperfections. And as I thought about the imperfections I saw in myself physically, I started to realize that this was probably a universal concept. And if it was a universal concept, that meant everyone else had experienced that. And if everyone else was worrying about what other people might notice about them, then probably no one had the mind space to worry about the things I was upset about them noticing about me, because they were too busy thinking about the things that other people might notice about them. And I found the concept a little bit funny, but also important, because despite that, we still put a whole lot of effort into these things that we consider blemishes, we consider flaws. So I wrote a song, and then I recorded it, and then I released it. And it's on Spotify and all the other places that you would assume you could find it, but it's Sweden, so we know it's fucking Spotify, where you're gonna find it anyways. I wanted to strip that song down and do a spoken word version of at least part of it for you right now. So we did the thing I performed before, now we're gonna do the thing I've never performed. And here it is, Blemishes and Brushstrokes. It goes like this. Life's a beach and then you die, with sand in every crevice, barely understanding why we worried so much about this, that, and the other, and worried not enough about just loving each other. See, nobody told me after high school ends I'd still feel this weird need to impress all of my friends, but the more I thought about it, I realized it had less to do with them and more with these requirements I'd set from within. And walking down the street. In the back of his mind, he's thinking, is that guy's hair really better than mine? And she checked her outfit in the mirror 20 times because she's got different style, and she still wonders if different is fine. Different patterns and signs, subtle bends in the lines, trying to appease the world, and the world doesn't even pay it mind. Constantly making these micro adjustments, anxiety causing us to ask, was that okay? It wasn't, was it? So what do? We cut a smile out of paper, tape that to our face, drawing a set of perfect teeth, 'cause sometimes mine look out of place. Just a bit more makeup, pluck a hair from her chin. He doesn't like his receded temples when the mirror stares back at him. Maybe one day I won't care so much, and maybe I will. You'll ask me if I'm still scared, and I'll have to answer still. But if we wore our doubts inside out, so everyone could see the trauma and baggage we carry, might not feel so lonely. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your evening.